Well, good day YouTubers, and welcome to Flaming June in the UK. Is that late spring, early summer? I don't know. It's hot though, but the heat is the least of the problems. The main thing is the humidity. I'm not sure what the humidity is, but at night especially, until 2-3 o'clock in the morning, if you're able to get to sleep, the humidity is so bad you just lie there and melt. I mean, I'm sat here and I'm sweating away like mad. Yeah, it's been what, 49-50 days, is it, since I put the last episode of season 9 up on here on YouTube. 5th of May I think that was. And once I'd done that, I thought, right, it's now time for me to, I'd spent 5 months working on that from start to finish, so I thought, right, I'm gonna have a bit of a holiday, bit of a break. So I thought a couple of months, and this year I was going to actually go off and have a holiday. So I was going to have a road trip around the UK on a BMW R1200 GS adventure. The only thing was, I received a call, a plea for help if you like. Someone's the head gasket had gone on someone's engine. Not just any engine, but the old 1940s 70-year-old Elsa Craig engine, the twin-cylinder diesel in Narrowboat Gorse, which I did some videos on last October. So I said, sure, I'll fix that for you, why not? It would be fun. I mean, a head gasket, what are you looking at? A week, maybe 2. Started stripping it down, taking all the bits off and taking the head off, and the water pump, the old sort of steam train style crank piston type of brass water pump, that was leaking, so that had to go away and be reconditioned. And I thought, well, I'll strip it down, and if I've got to wait for the water pump, I'll go off and have me little camping holiday. It didn't work out that way. Several things cropped up, like sheared bolts, stripped threads and so on. So I had to spend time waiting for parts to arrive, like BSF bolts and nuts. It's not Whitworth or UNF, it was BSF, which was the old British standard between Whitworth and UNF. All in all, going in the end, everything's great. And in the end, the job took 5 weeks and 3 days. Now I got back to Gorse not yesterday, the day before. Now wanting to go and have a holiday. So after this video I will then be going off and having my holiday. But for now, before I go on holiday, I am going to sample some vegan food. Oh my god! Alright, firstly, I accept that vegan cooking isn't just necessarily ready-made stuff, processed, but these are all vegan equivalents of meat products, like streaky bacon, sausages, and something which I wouldn't even eat the chicken version of. These are battered no chicken bowls. I'm going to simply cook these according to the instructions and see what they're like. I'm fully aware that any processed food has lots of chemicals in them, but I think with these they're a bit more chemical orientated. Water, reconstituted soya protein, gluten, gelling agents, methyl cellulose, dextrose, guar gum, smoked glucose syrup powder, vitamin B12. Well, at least it's got vitamin in it. Right, I'm going to approach this with an open mind, and the other thing I'm going to do is quickly light the oven and get the battered no chicken balls in there. Gas mark 6, 15 minutes. Right, so I'll stick a bit of olive oil in the pan, and a bit of olive oil in the baking dish. yeah, it's so hot and humid, and I've lit the oven. But these are the things I am willing to do for my viewers, the things I am willing to put myself through. Yes, I will do that. So let's get these in the oven. Well, it's floppy, like bacon. Ooh. Smells like dog biscuit. I was thinking it might smell like smoky bacon crisps, but can you smell that? You know, the smell of, you open up a bag of Winlot or, you know, some meaty dog biscuit. It smells exactly like that. Wow. Right. Oh well, here goes. I think I'll just do 2 of these. I mean, I might be completely wrong and find out that they're quite superb. First thing I've noticed is it's got no substance to it at all. It's like falling apart. Let's give them a flip over then. Yeah, I think we're there. Right. It keeps jumping. There's bits in here that seem to jump. Right, they explode. I'll put this on a plate and let it cool down for a few seconds. Right. Let's try a bit of this, eh? Tastes like bread, a bit of wheat, but then it goes all mushy. I mean, I assume you don't want to eat meat, you know, from an animal welfare point of view, maybe. So why are you perpetuating the whole meat thing by eating something that looks like meat and tries to taste like meat, which I can report it doesn't taste like any meat I've ever eaten. I'm going to stick a bit of daddies on there, I'd say. I don't understand the psychology of it. It seems illogical to not want to eat meat, but then to try and eat things that remind you of meat, look like meat. I can't eat anymore. I was going to call this the spit or swallow challenge. Well, any vegans out there, I'm happy to say that I swallowed. Next then, we have the caramelized apple bangers. Right. It seems to be going sausage coloured quite quickly. These look more like sausages than the smoky rashers look like streaky bacon. Well, my balls are there, and so while the sausages are doing, I'm gonna try a no chicken ball. Ooh. Damn, that's hot. It's hot. Damn hot. Well, it's crispy. It's certainly crispy. I can't really compare it to anything because I don't eat processed food like this, especially chicken balls. Actually, wow. This is actually a sort of an approximation of chicken. It's not unpleasant. I wouldn't say it's got the texture of chicken, it's got the texture of the meat inside a sausage. I mean, a chicken ball is just basically, it's reconstituted chicken. I mean, I'm assuming most of the ingredients in a chicken ball originated from a chicken, but that's about as far as it goes. If it wasn't for the fact that I know it's highly processed and full of all manner of stuff which is really no good for you at all, I would probably eat the lot. But you don't look like the fine figure of a man you see before you eating stuff like this, you know. I'm not one for wasting food, but on this occasion I'm going to say that I don't really think of it that this is food as such. So I'll have no, I mean, I know, sure, you know, there's people out there, starving people and so on, they'd give their eye teeth just to have this, but I don't know any starving people. I did give £10 note to a homeless guy the other day. Yeah, felt good that. He was very he was shocked. He's like, looked at me like, are you mental? But no, he was very grateful. Yeah, sausage time. You can't eat this. You can't eat this. These actually look like sausages. I'll try it without the daddy's sauce. Oh. Wow, strong herb taste. Very strong herb taste. What's that masking, I wonder? And then it just loses all flavour. Bit of brown sauce. Brown sauce can recover anything. There's lumps of chewy stuff which I'm supposing is supposed to approximate tougher meat, maybe like a bit of gristle. Well, the bacon, I've got to say, was just absolutely horrendous. Fortunately, you know, I mean, the original sort of marketing plan for this whole thing was for them to call it meat-free bacon or bacon substitute. But I think they've realised the futility of that, because it's not bacon. Bacon comes from pigs. If it's not got pork in it, then it's not bacon. The chicken balls, I quite like those actually. The only thing, as I say, the ingredients, lots of chemicals, lots of processed stuff. I mean, they give the names of the chemicals, but they don't list the chemicals and processes that go into making those food additives. So they were the best out of the lot. But the sausage, no. It's palatable, but like I say, you know, it's chemicals at the end of the day. All these ready-made vegan meals, you know, bacon, sausages, and so on. Always, you know, vegan lasagna or things like that. They're hyper-processed foods. You know, if you produce at home vegan food, I might have a go at it one day. Don't panic, okay? I'm not turning vegan. Turning into vegan, really think so. This was an interesting look, for me at least, into, you know, what all the fuss is about. Various supermarkets are reducing their plant-based vegan ranges. I can only assume due to lack of demand. Public demand drives the market. Well, there you are. Right, I'm now gonna go on my road trip. So there you are. Look after yourselves. Stay hydrated. I mean, I've had that oven on and the gas stove going, and my God, it's warm. It is warm. Right. Have fun, and I'll see you all soon-ish. Cheers for now.